Welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. In this morning video, we'll find out the latest news about Chelsea FC last night. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel. Chelsea send scouts to watch Jamie Bynoe-Gittens. According to Bild, Jamie Bynoe-Gittens is a player scouted by a host of Premier League sides, with Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham watching the exciting English talent. Borussia Dortmund may have already planned for a big sale of another English talent, with the winger already making the right moves on the pitch. Borussia Dortmund has achieved unprecedented success with player sales, as they are likely to sell a third big English talent. Jamie Bynoe-Gittens is the latest talent from England who has been making waves with his performances, and he will surely hope to get his big move sometime in the future. Dortmund had previously sold Jadon Sancho to Manchester United and Jude Bellingham to Real Madrid for huge sums, and they will hope to do the same for Bynoe-Gittens. The 20-year-old Bundesliga attacking prospect has been steadily growing in the side and is becoming a regular in important games. He had some big clubs chasing him during the summer, but chose to stay put at Dortmund to continue his development there. As the season has progressed, a host of Premier League sides, including Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham, have scouted the 20-year-old Bundesliga attacking prospect and might continue this exercise until a time it's not needed. Aston Villa tipped to sign Christopher Kungu. Former Villa striker Dean Saunders believes Unai Emery should make a move to sign out-of-sorts Chelsea forward Christopher Kungu. Although Villa already have Ollie Watkins, John Duran and Morgan Rogers on their books, Saunders thinks Nkunku would have a better chance of starting games under Emery than he would Enzo Maresca, formerly of Red Bull Leipzig and Paris Saint-Germain. Nkunku has scored 91 goals in 277 senior appearances. The clinical 26-year-old is heading into his prime but has only played 946 minutes for Chelsea so far, scoring 10 times. Chelsea, I've lost count of how many players they've got, but they can't all get in the team. Saunders told Bonus Code, they're not only the best players in the country they're from, but they're treated like the best ever from that country. They've also been the best players at the clubs they were at. They find it really difficult to sit on the bench for 5 or 6 games and not get a game. I've been a manager, and this is where you start getting issues. At the moment, Nkunku knows no matter what I do, I'm not going to start in front of Jackson. With 7 games in, I can't see a future at the club. You probably can get a deal out of Chelsea right now, Saunders suggested. Chelsea highly rated Mudryk, but he still could leave. Chelsea ready to offload Chilwell and midfielder Carney Chukwuemeka in the winter window, as the latter attracts interest from both AC Milan and clubs in Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, defensive duo Benarar Bajishile and Axel Disasi will be sold by Chelsea if the right buyer comes in with an offer. Then, there is of course the future of winger Mykhailo Mudryk, the Ukraine international, who has been relegated to a cup player by Maresca so far this season, appears to be battling for his immediate future in West London. According to Give Me Sport, Chelsea chiefs actually still believe Mudryk is at top-level talent. Those within the club highly rate the 23-year-old, but his lack of form and opportunities means Chelsea may still choose to secure him a move away in January, potentially on loan to hand him more regular minutes. The report even hints that Chelsea are optimistic he could challenge for a regular first-team place next season if he impresses on a temporary spell away, so it is clear that Todd Boehly and Bluco envisage a future for the ex-Shakhtar Donetsk sensation under Maresca. Signed for an initial £62 million, which could go up to as high as £89 million if add-ons are met. Supporters will be praying that Mudryk can rediscover his very best and eventually contribute in this new era for the club. There are reports that Chelsea could also decide to cut ties with Mudryk completely, so these next few months could be make or break for the forward. Chelsea set Reece James' return timeline. James has not played this season after suffering a hamstring injury during the summer. While a setback in September has further extended his spell on the sidelines, ongoing silence about James' condition has left numerous fans concerned, but, according to Matt Law, the plan is for the Chelsea captain to make his way back to training in the next week. The report stressed that this is not a formal timeline and Chelsea could opt to delay James' return if any fresh concerns arise, but the hope is that he will be fit enough to play a part in Premier League Manager of the Month Enzo Maresca's sessions in the coming days. James has been teasing an imminent return on social media for a few weeks now, insisting he will see fans soon as he approaches the end of his treatment. The right-back made 5 appearances under Maresca in pre-season but has not been seen since Chelsea found their feet under the new boss. In his absence, it has been Frenchman Malo Gusto who has dominated the minutes, with centre-back Axel Disasi also helping out. James was an interesting position already for the start of this season. He's banned for the first 3 league games, meaning he was going to have to sit them out, then likely play in the 2-legged Conference League qualifiers on the 22nd and the 28th of this month to stay fit. Now he missed those. Samu explains why Chelsea move broke down. Porto striker Samu Omorodian has claimed his proposed transfer to Chelsea fell through this summer simply because God had other plans for his career. 20-year-old Samu, then of Atletico Madrid, was on Chelsea's shortlist of summer targets, and a deal is understood to have been reached as part of the deal that took Conor Gallagher to Spain, only for things to fall through at the final hurdle. Chelsea reignited the deal by signing João Felix instead, while Samu sealed a move to Porto and has begun the season in excellent form. He has 7 goals from as many games, including a double against Manchester United in the Europa League. I went through a very difficult period. Because, after all, everyone knows that I was about to sign for Chelsea, but it's true that if it didn't happen, it was for a reason, he told RTVE. God didn't want it. I'm also very grateful to Porto for giving me the opportunity when things looked at their worst, and I'm very happy with where I am now. I've left the past behind and now I'm focused on what's coming to me. Chelsea remain on the hunt for a new striker. Samu was on a summer shortlist which also included Aston Villa's John Duran, but neither ended up making the move to Stamford Bridge. Duran has since signed a new contract. Instead, Chelsea focused their efforts on signing Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, only to fail to reach an agreement before the transfer window closed. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.